The city of Xinguara, in the south of the Brazilian state of Pará, is in an area recognized by the World Organization for Animal Health as being hoof and mouth disease-free with vaccination. It is home to Mercurio Alimentos S.A.'s industrial facilities. We've been on the market for over 16 years, working as a cattle slaughterhouse and cold storage company. We have Brazilian Federal Inspection Service 4413 certification and are responsible for Mafripar brand products. We have an industrial facility with over 48,000 square meters, with over 22,000 square meters of built area. Our facility has 19 pens that can handle over 1,000 animals a day. 6 cold storage rooms with capacity for 895 carcasses. 5 freezing tunnels for deboned meat with a capacity of 563 tons. 4 freezing tunnels for cattle offal with a capacity of 42 tons. 2 storage rooms for frozen finished cuts with a capacity of 1,880 tons. 1 storage room for frozen offal with a capacity of 50 tons. 2 storage rooms for fresh deboned meat with a capacity of 370 tons. 1 slaughter room for 850 animals a day. 1 deboning room with capacity to debone 3,000 beef quarters, back, front, short ribs. Our facility is authorized and certified by the Brazilian Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Supply to export products to various countries, including Algeria, Georgia, Ukraine, Egypt, Libya, Palestine, Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, Uruguay, Peru, Venezuela, Russia, Senegal, Angola, the Maldives, Customs Union, and the entire general list of countries that import from Brazil. We slaughter 850 head of cattle every day to meet all of this customer demand. We are a company with rigorous quality control that is always attentive to technical standards and laws. We respect health requirements and the religious precepts of the countries where we sell our products. Over 800 trained employees work daily at our industrial plant and administrative offices, with a daily shift of 8 hours. They include a technical team of 15 people specialized in product and process quality control, with 1 veterinarian, 1 laboratory analyst, 2 lead auditors, 1 traceability technician, and 10 quality inspectors. We also rely on the Brazilian Federal Inspection Service, with a team of 20 federal agricultural monitors from the Brazilian Ministry of Agriculture. This team consists of 2 veterinarians and 18 agents who are constantly monitoring the quality and health of the animals we slaughter and the food we produce. All our employees who are involved in our production process are trained in the quality control programs we implement. These include HACCP, Hazard Analysis and Critical Control Point, GMP, Good Manufacturing Practices, SSOP, Sanitation Standard Operating Procedures, Integrated Pest Control, Animal Well-Being, Temperature Control, Water Supply Monitoring, Equipment and Facilities Preventative Maintenance Program, Monitoring Raw Materials Received, Recall, Measurement Instrument Calibration. Before hiring an employee who will work with food processing, we conduct a rigorous health evaluation and selection process so that job candidates can receive an occupational health certificate, which our medical evaluation team issues. We conduct this evaluation on employees annually to certify that they continue to be able to work with food products. We have appropriate health and sanitation facilities, such as dressing rooms, restrooms, a laundry room, cafeteria, recreation area, and a large training room, in order to comply with legislation and make it easy for our employees who work with food products to stay clean and healthy, avoiding backflow and eliminating contamination risks. Before entering food handling areas, our employees put on the correct uniforms and go through a sanitary entry area where they sterilize their hands and boots. They also receive sterilized work tools, which are stored in appropriate storage areas and sterilized before use. Once the professional team is prepared, the process begins with the receipt of animals for slaughter, which we acquire with reliable suppliers who follow animal well-being standards, starting at the ranch and continuing through the transportation process to the cold storage facility. As part of our legal compliance and to prevent the risk of disease spreading between animals from one ranch to another, our animal transportation vehicles are properly cleaned and sterilized before they leave our facilities. To ensure quality and reliability, we slaughter traced cattle. Traceability consists of an identification number and accompanying documentation for each lot of animals received for slaughter. This identifying information is registered with the Brazilian Ministry of Agriculture and monitored by the Agricultural Defense Agency. It follows the animal throughout its life cycle, ensuring it has received the proper vaccinations and has been properly handled. This results in 100% food security for consumers. When the animals reach the cold storage platform, they are unloaded and led to the pens. They remain there to rest according to technical requirements and in compliance with animal well-being program standards. They are not injured or mistreated in any way and are kept on a liquid diet and allowed to rest with sanitary showers. The purpose of this process is to clean the animals before they are slaughtered and reduce their stress and pH level. This helps to ensure the flavor, tenderness, and quality of Mafripar meat. The Mafripar quality meat commitment continues through each stage of the process. Our animals are slaughtered by highly trained professionals who take care to do their work in compliance with our operational sanitary procedures. This prevents the risk of product contamination by taking care to clean hands and knives and sterilize the materials used in each operation. During this process, we collect specified risk material for incineration to prevent bovine spongiform encephalopathy. At the end of the slaughter line, trained inspectors verify 100% of the slaughtered carcasses, monitoring the critical control point in order to correct any flaw in the process that could cause carcass contamination. The animal's traceability continues within the slaughterhouse. Each side of beef is stamped with a number, and then an individual tag is issued for each beef quarter, back, front, short ribs. This tag has a barcode that provides all the information necessary for each slaughtered lot. We have a continuous production flow to avoid backflows and process interruptions. Alongside the slaughter section, we process the offal in a separate section. We use the same dedication and care in processing, refrigerating, packaging, and freezing offal for shipment. After the slaughter process, the carcasses are immediately placed in cold storage, leaving the proper space between carcasses for the best cold air circulation. The carcasses are kept in cold storage for at least 24 hours. We monitor this process through a computerized temperature control system to ensure the perfect maturation process for the carcasses. After the refrigeration process, we verify the carcass's temperature and pH levels and send them to be cut into beef quarters, back, front, short ribs, maintaining each quarter's traceability. The meat is then deboned in a controlled temperature environment to keep at 10 degrees centigrade or less. At the beginning of the deboning process, traceability tag data is read and the traceability system notes any improper occurrence. This allows us to guarantee that we comply with the requirements of each importing market. The deboned cuts go through a classification, cleaning, labeling, and vacuum packing process. They are then organized in secondary packaging, which is weighed, labeled, and placed on pallets for storage. The product is then stored. Frozen meat is kept in freezing tunnels with a controlled temperature at a maximum of 32 degrees centigrade below zero, and fresh meat is kept at up to 5 degrees centigrade. At Mafripar, we are also careful about transporting our meat. We use clean, sterilized trucks that maintain our products at the proper temperature. 100% of our product ready for shipping then passes through metal detectors and temperature verification conducted by quality control inspectors and federal agents. After the production process is completed, another team enters to remove waste, properly disposing of recyclable waste and industrial waste. This is followed by the cleaning and sterilization of the equipment and facilities, leaving our plant ready for the next day's work. After the cleaning team is finished, our Sanitation Standard Operating Procedures team arrives to perform a final inspection of the area, collecting surface samples for laboratory analysis in order to confirm the cleaning process. Our entire staff works with a commitment to produce quality, respect the environment, and efficiently serve our customers while punctually meeting our obligations to our suppliers. We also have a water capture and treatment system within our industrial facilities, where properly trained technicians control and monitor the quality of the water we use in our industrial processes. Our measuring equipment is properly calibrated and constantly verifies our water's residual chlorine, turbidity, and pH level. We analyze everything we produce, as well as our raw materials, packaging, water, and the inputs that go into them, to ensure compliance with microbiological, physical, and chemical parameters, complying with domestic and international law. This analysis is conducted both at our in-house laboratory and by outside laboratories certified by the Brazilian Ministry of Agriculture. This certifies the quality of all our Mafripar products. Now that you're familiar with our entire Mafripar product processing and quality system, you can relax and enjoy our products to your heart's content. Mafripar, obsessed with quality.